You're probably asking yourself now, in your bumblebee brain, why is this very good guy laughing so damn much all about the band Lagwagon? It's because I hold in my hands Lagwagon's second album, Trashed. This is actually the very first Lagwagon album that I heard all of the way through, back several years ago. Several years ago. But enough about the past. Let's live in the now and take a look now at this album. So here we have Lagwagon and a picture of a bunch of old rubbish. Let's hope that's not indicative of the song quality on the album that I'm holding in my hand. It's not. Let's take a look at the back, having fulfilled our visual look at the front. This is the original sleeve before it was re-released in a gatefold, so it has a different back. We'll get to that in a second. So here we have a picture of a funny van which has the names of the songs written all over it in the style of a vandal's graffiti design. So let's take a look at the back of the double LP version. As you can see, it's very different. I much prefer the original design, invoking the feelings of the 1990s, which is when it bloomin' come out. So on the back here, alongside the van and the song names, Fat Records, a PO box number, and a barcode for scanning. And as you can see here, the spine is of a black colour, whereas the re-release version has a different colour spine, but the same picture on the front, albeit slightly differently aligned. That's great news. Within the record sleeve lies the musical extravaganza, lies the secrets of beats and harmonies which whip my world apart, secrets which will take you into dimensions through the ear. Alright, you got that? Okay, so inside we have two items. The first, a regular insert. The first side having a picture of the band, all having a lovely jump. And here we have the credits and the song names. And on the other side, as you probably expect, the lyrics. Great. Now, as you know, this record originally came out in the early 90s, but was re-released on a color record version several years later as a repress, as a classic repress. I had more than one of these, but unfortunately I sold my lovely clear version to someone else, and so I'm simply left with this fairly common blue repress, but it's still quite nice. It's here, Lagwagon Trashed, song names, and on the other side all the same kind of stuff, just what you can expect. Let's take a listen to see if it's lovely or it's fucking shit. Oh, that is lovely. It takes me back to the early days of Lagwagon, and I'll explain why. It's because these songs come from the early days of Lagwagon. However, I've always had one slight problem with this album, which stops it, in my mind, from being as good as Hoss or the songs which go either side of it in a collection. Unfortunately, this contains the song Stoking the Neighbours, which I don't know why it's so popular, and I can't also tell you why I don't like it so much, but I just don't like it. I think the album comes to a screeching halt when Stoking the Neighbours comes on, unfortunately. I just don't like the song so much. There's loads of other fantastic songs in it though. There's Side A, Island of Shame, great. There's Lazy, great. There's Know It All, great. There's Stoking the oh, you see, it just brings it to a halt as far as I'm concerned. I just don't like that song, unfortunately. And from there, it doesn't quite pick up again as to how good it was before. But overall, it's still a very good album. It's decidedly Lagwagon. They don't really sound like anyone else out there, except for maybe some copycats. Maybe if Sony decided to start a punk band, this is what they'd sound like, because they're renowned as being copycats. But should you go out there and get trashed? Of course you should. It's a vital part of a 1990s punk rock collection. It's a decent album, and maybe something that you should show your parents should they be interested in that kind of thing. But also, let me tell you, if your parents aren't interested in that kind of thing, don't bother showing them. Okay, and inside the double LP version, we have lots of pictures. Oh, and also the original back. That's nice, isn't it? And this, because it's a double LP version, it has 2 LPs in it. One of them being this one. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Get back in! Get back in there! And one of them being this one. While I'm getting this out, I'll tell you a little story. One day I was walking down the road and I saw, oh, here we go. One of them being this one. As you can see, it's dual colour. Dual. So you can tell it apart from other records at a distance, so that if a dual record collector comes around to your house, you could perhaps sell it to him. And for a third reason, because the word dual takes us back to the 1970s, to Steven Spielberg's first work, the movie Duel. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. And go and listen to the fantastic album Trashed by Lagwagon. What an enjoyable listen. Goodbye, my friends, and don't come back unless you do.
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very